the way, I'm sorry about last night. But I tell you what, Bears are 1-2. So we're having a tougher time, and I know you guys are going to be fielding an outstanding team for the remainder of the season. So I will say this is probably the biggest cheer that a Bears fan has ever gotten from cheeseheads. There's some acknowledgments I want to make. Barbara Lawton, the Wisconsin Lieutenant Governor, is here. Representative Steve Kagan, outstanding congressman. Your own governor, one of the best governors in the country, Jim Doyle. And two of my favorite colleagues in the United States Senate, United States Senator Herb Kohl, and one of the strongest champions of ethics reform and finance reform and good government that we have in government today. Please give it up for United States Senator Russ Feingold. I'd also like to thank the leaders and representatives of the tribal nations here in Wisconsin who are here for their support. Thank you. And, you know, I want to just mention briefly a special acknowledgement about the folks from Kimberly who are tough times right now, and when you look at what's happened to the paper mills all across this region, and the mismanagement, the trade deals that have not been negotiated with an eye towards American jobs, it's just one more sign that we've got to have somebody in the White House who is thinking each and every day about how to put people back to work, how to make sure that they've got decent benefits, how to make sure that their pensions are protected. That's one of the reasons I'm running for president, is to help folks like the folks of Kimberly. The era of greed and irresponsibility on Wall Street and in Washington has led us to a perilous moment. They said they wanted to let the market run free, but instead they let it run wild. And in doing so, they tramped on our core values of fairness and balance and responsibility to one another. And as a result, we are facing a financial crisis as profound as anything that we've faced since the Great Depression. As a result, your jobs, your savings, your economic security are now at risk. And this is obviously on top of the challenges and struggles that many of you were going through every day. I've been campaigning now for 19 months, and everywhere I go, you end up meeting folks who've seen their plants close up. Some of them have to pack up the equipment that they were working on for 20 years because it's being shipped overseas. And they've lost not just their job, but they've lost their health care, they've lost their pension, and they've lost their sense of dignity. The dignity that comes from work. All across this country, you meet people who don't have health care. They try to put it on a credit card. Many of them have gone bankrupt. Many of them just go without. All across this country, you meet young people who've got the grades and the will and the drive to go to college, but can't figure out how to pay for it. the storm that's overwhelming Wall Street right now, on Main Street, there have been quiet storms going on for a very long time. There have been people crying out for a government that's fighting for them for a very long time, and it's fallen on deaf ears, and that's one of the things that we've got to change in this election.